Minasan konnichiwa. Hello everybody. Now we continue to chapter 10. Chapter 10 is another important big chapter for Japanese grammar because it will include many new verbs like watching television, listening to music, buying things at the department store, playing tennis, having a meeting, and other verbs. So we should study the grammar pattern first before we move into the lesson in the textbook. So the main grammar pattern for this chapter suggests that these verbs needs an object. For example, you eat hamburger. So the verb eat, to eat, you need a hamburger as an object. So when you have an object, you use particle o to point out the object. And this is a general question for this chapter which you have to memorize. It is NANI o SHIMASUKA. What are you doing? What are you doing? I say it's a general question because you can ask people, what are you doing? And people can answer in many ways, like I am doing homework, I am reading books, I am listening to music, I am studying. So this one question can have a possible multiple answers. That's why I suggest you to memorize this one. NANI o SHIMASUKA. Shimas mean do, or play, sometimes like playing tennis. NANI o SHIMASUKA, what are you doing? What are you doing? And if the time is in the past, then it becomes NANI o SHIMASHITA. NANI o SHIMASHITA. What did you do? For example, I'm asking you, what did you do last weekend? For example, Senshu no chumatsu ni nani o shimashita ka? Senshu no chumatsu ni, on weekend of last week, nani o shimashita ka? What did you do? So by this question, you can have many kinds of answer. And this chapter suggests you all the new verbs. For example, tennis o shimasu mean I am doing tennis or I'm playing tennis. Terebi o mimasu. Terebi o mimasu. I am watching television. I am watching television. Mimasu mean look or watch. Radio o kikimasu. Radio o kikimasu. I'm listen to the radio. Kikimasu, listen. When you listen to the radio, and in some case when you ask something from somebody, you also use the word kikimasu because it has the same meaning like you are listening something from somebody. So the word listen and ask is the same in Japanese, kikimasu. We're going to learn this word kikimasu as to ask somebody in other chapter. So by this chapter, it means listen, to listen. Kamera o kaimasu. Kaimasu mean to buy, to purchase. I am going to buy a camera. Kamera o kaimasu. I'm going to buy a camera. The next point of the grammar for this chapter is when you do something at some place, we use particle de with the place. If you remember when we use the verb to go, to come, to return, ikimasu, kimasu, karimasu, we have the destination, and place of destination we use particle ni to point out the destination. It is a movement from one place to another place. But in this chapter, when you do something at some place, you don't move. You stay there and you do something. For example, you're having lunch at the cafeteria. You buying stuff at the department store. It means that you go there and you doing something there. So the place where the action is happening, we use particle de. We use particle de. For example, departo de at the department store, camera o kaimasu. I purchased a camera at the department store. So let me capture this again. When you do something, you use particle o with the thing, and then you use particle de with the place where action is happening. Now, if you are going to achieve the purpose of this chapter, the very first thing to do is to memorize the verb. We have many verbs here. If you have the book, grab your book and open to page number 91. 91. You will see pictures showing the new vocabularies of the verbs. There are many verbs. So if you would like to master this lesson, the first thing to do is to memorize all the verbs. For example, this one, to eat, is called tabemasu, tabemasu. To drink is called nomimasu. For Japanese culture, when you take a medicine, we call to drink a medicine, kusuri o nomimasu, kusuri o nomimasu. Kaimasu, to purchase or to buy something, kaimasu. Yomimasu, yomimasu, to read. For example, hon o yomimasu. I'm reading a book. Shimbun o yomimasu. I'm reading a newspaper. Kikimasu, kikimasu, listen. CD o kikimasu. I'm listening to the CD. Mimasu, to look or to watch. Terebi o mimasu, to watch television. Tennisu o shimasu. I'm playing tennis. Benkyou o shimasu. Benkyou means studying. So benkyou shimasu means I do the study. I do the study. For example, like at night time, you review your lessons, or you review the textbook before the examination. Is also called benkyou shimasu. Benkyou shimasu. Kaimono. Kaimono means shopping. Shopping. Kaimono. You can see the word kai is a similar as kaimasu, to buy, right? Kaimasu, to buy. Kaimono, shopping. Kaimono shimasu. I do the shopping. I do the shopping. Shigoto shimasu. Shigoto shimasu. Shigoto means work If you remember, Shikoto shimasu is a verb. It means I work. I do the work. I work. So before we moving on to the lesson in chapter 10, I hope you memorize the meaning of the verb first and see you in the next clip. 皆さん、それではさよなら。